show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Keep doing it. Well, sorry guys. I keep forgetting to hit the mute button. Welcome back to Bets with Vendettas. This is episode 25. I'm your host, Lee Wiggins. And to my right, the guy who's got to wear a bra. Charles Diggs.
Look, I can't help it. These pecs are so
flabby.
They feel so good.
New York studio. The guy who even scares Freddy Cougar. Ben Cornish.
He's a pansy.
I could not find. I was so hard to find a picture of Freddy actually looking like he was scared. It's more like he's like, he's scared.
Jay Coz.
Right.
It's the Manzier from fucking Seinfeld.
Freddy Krueger ain't got nothing on me, son.
All right, guys, we're going to have a great show for today. We're going to talk about the history of the Federal Reserve and our biggest regrets and like other people's biggest regrets, like what the internet says people's biggest regrets are. But guys, before we get started, please hit the thumbs up. If you have to subscribe, please subscribe.
Yeah.
Like us. Just
Anything
do it.
else? We're still trying to get at least 10 people to live stream with us on Saturdays. We want to do like a t-shirt giveaway.
Come on, folks.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, seriously.
You have better things to do.
What else you got?
You don't have better things to do on Saturday.
My arms look so sexy in this webcam.
Your
All
laundry
right,
can
guys,
wait.
let's get started with our first segment before Diggs had started jerking himself off.
Look, we can.
What the fuck?
Hi.
You said he can't hear you again.
Yeah, I mean, you just sound low, Ben. I don't know.
Check. What about now?
Oh, yeah, that sounds.
It's a little better.
Yeah,
I turned my gain up.
All right. Go ahead, Diggy, with you.
Yeah, because you're about to gain an ass whooping. Hold on. I didn't even set up my little screen share.
Jeez, dude, come on.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
I'm rusty. I didn't even get a chance to go home. Straight from side work to here. Best Buy to get the cord.
I wish I had a little violin playing music.
Oh, my God, dude. Jeez.
Oh, my boy Nano's watching the show. Anyway, let's go. First story.
You need. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Ex-Arlington officer indicted for killing woman while trying to shoot dog. I don't know if we can play the video. I don't know how that works, but just the story. And I'll tell you exactly what's on this video. Someone called the cops because this woman was laying down. They thought she'd like passed out. First of all, if you think somebody's just laying somewhere passed the fuck out, why don't you go help them?
Or take their wallet.
I mean, either or.
Yeah, you okay? Ooh, you don't need this.
Those shoes are mine. Thank you.
So this is exactly the police cam footage that they released is like 20 seconds long, and this is exactly what happens. He's walking down this little alley. He sees the woman. He's like, "Hey, are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." She answers him, and then he's like, "Is that your dog?" The dog just gets excited and starts running at him. So he pulls out his gun, tries to shoot the dog, and shoots the fucking woman in her chest and kills her.
So he misses the dog and kills her. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it says Ravi Singh. Sounds like a fucking chest
White
shooting.
supremacist.
Yeah.
Let's just call it what it is, bro.
Is now charged with criminally negligent homicide for 30-year-old Maggie Brooks's death.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. So there's the guy, and then here's oh my god, I try to remember exactly what he said at the end of the body cam footage. If you just Google this is on Fox 4. Watch the video. But after he shoots the woman, you hear like, "Oh my god, you shot me!"
Well, I forgot to mention
Whoa.
if you're concerned about the copyright, just mute it and just play the video. That's what I've been doing.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean,
That's fine.
we won't even like go. I figure, but whatever. You guys can watch it. But
Dude, he had to have had like some horrible experience when he was younger with a fucking dog to do that.
yeah, I'm just like, dude. Like,
I have jokes in my head, but I think I'll leave this one alone.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's a
I mean,
shame.
it's just tragic. Like,
Yeah.
now I will say, the dog, even in the video, because you don't get a sense of like depth perception,
Yeah.
because the camera's so wide angle lens, but the dog did come out of nowhere, like, "What up, G?" Like,
Right.
All right, was
know-
it barking? Like coming
yeah,
at
like
him
he came out
maliciously?
barking. Yeah, like he came out kind of like it seemed kind of aggressive to me, like maybe, but at the same time, like it was just kind of like he wasn't like he didn't have that look in his eye, like I'm gonna.
He didn't come
kill
out with a
this guy.
rubber ducking wagging his tail, right?
Yeah, no, well, no. So you want to play fetch?
Right?
I got shit to do.
But
No, but
once
honestly,
again,
God, dude, you're a fucking cop, man. How long does it say how long he was on the force for?
I could probably look.
Either way, it doesn't matter. You are a police officer. You have had training with your firearm. You have to have had training in order to get that firearm.
Right.
And you
Well,
miss
and-
a fucking
well-
dog and shoot a woman.
Well, I will say, not really his defense, but I mean, someone that's not really trained to how to handle sudden dog, movements.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not an excuse,
And the
but
woman had 3 kids, man, 9, 11, and 13. I'm like,
man.
I'm just,
it's a shame.
if convicted, he faces a sentence of up to 2 years in prison.
That's all.
That's
That's
it.
it. Jeez, that's
But if
slap on the wrist.
What is
if
that,
I-
like negligent homicide or something?
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
That's basically negligent homicide. That's basically saying like, sorry, bro.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
My
about
bad.
it.
my bad.
It's like, Ben, when we were overseas and we were rolling with those guys and they carried cash everywhere because everywhere
Yeah.
we went, we fucked up people's shit. And they had to pay civilians in Afghanistan, like for shit that we broke or
oh yeah,
if we stayed in somebody's house.
broke someone's door.
Yeah, yeah.
We
all
hit a
that
cow
stuff.
once. That was
Yeah.
big money.
Yeah, yeah. So I remember asking the guy, okay,
Ben, turn your gain up just a little bit more. It still sounds a tad low.
Was that better?
civil affairs. That's what they're called, civil affair guys.
Okay.
I said, if we accidentally kill somebody, shoot them. What does the government? Because, dude, these guys carry cash. Like, they would just,
Yeah.
oh, we fucked up your house. Here's, 500, whatever. And these people were happy as shit. Like, oh, you fuck it up again. Like, he's like, she broke my demo. Yeah. But I asked the guy, like, well, how much is a human life worth? Like, how much will we pay if we accidentally kill somebody, wrongfully? And he was like, 10 grand.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I
But
mean,
then again,
now in retrospect, 10,000 to them is a shit ton of money.
Right,
But
right.
Yeah, but
I just think that our own government set that standard. And I know they didn't set it because, like, oh, with the exchange rate, it's this. They're just like
Right.
cheap fucks,
Pretty
Right.
much. All right, what do we got next?
All right, moving on. This one's actually pretty funny if you like Sesame Street.
Bananas? Oh.
Can you hear me a
So-
little bit better?
Yeah,
It's fine. It says better,
All
yeah.
a group of thieves in Australia who stole a $160,000 costume of Sesame Street's Big Bird returned it, leaving a note with an apology for being such a big burden.
Oh, Jesus. Come on.
It said, please
Come
clean suit.
on.
Dirty Mike and the boys were in there having a sex orgy.
This thing-
Sorry about the mess.
So
Yeah,
apparently,
we're gonna have a fuck party in this car over here.
so Australian police apprehended 3 suspects. I guess they're dubbing themselves the Big Bird Bandits.
Oh my
I guess
God.
it's better than what was it? Home Loan, but
The sticky bandits,
This
the
is
wet
the
bandits.
sticky Yeah, but they can't even dub themselves the Big Bird Bandits because they fucking returned it.
yeah. So I don't know. I guess they're going to be going to court, but I'm like, I mean, if you stole, how does that work? You steal something, you give it back. I mean,
It's technically borrowing at that point.
yeah.
I
I mean,
mean-
charged with that. I don't know. All right, moving on. This one gets a little dark. This man, if my page loads here. Okay, people.com, man who beat wife to death on cruise ship while celebrating their anniversary is found dead in his prison cell. Now, that was just kind of added. When I originally saw the story, I just saw that he killed the person, or maybe, I don't know.
Sounds like just desserts, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no shit.
but apparently, he booked this cruise. His wife, I can't remember how many years they were married. I saw that somewhere. But like this woman, if you look at her, like she's beautiful. I thought immediately, and maybe this is kind of fucked up. I thought immediately this guy was an ex-cop.
How does that
He looks it.
girl? Never mind. It's just that guy looks like he's been hit with a.
I was just gonna say that like she's
He
way
looks
out
like
of
an
his
orc
league.
with the makeup taken off.
A clean looking orc.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
just
got back from
Yeah, but apparently, like the kids, the really disgusting part about this is like they're in their little cabin and they're supposed to be on their anniversary. On the anniversary, the wife's like, I want a divorce. And this guy just snapped and started beating the shit out of his wife. The kids came running in to help, and he was like, get out, blah, blah, blah. And then after he basically beat her, and it was kind of like, well, shit, I might as well go all the way. He dumped her all over the balcony.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
Shit.
Wow, man.
And he went to prison, and the homies took care of him.
Good.
Hillside
Justice.
13 fools. I don't know. That's real gang. I heard on
Dude, I'm sorry though, man. No one is worth my freedom. Period.
No. I mean,
No.
Not
If
unless you
someone
touch my
maybe did
kids.
something to
That's
my
a different
kids,
story. Yeah,
That's different.
yeah. Then I'm
that's a
earning
different
it.
story. But some woman, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You want a divorce? Fine. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean,
Someone hurts my kids. It's like, I guess I'm going away for a while.
I think
Yeah,
now,
that's a
now I
different
will
story.
say this. Like I said, I thought immediately he was ex-cop. He looks like a fucking ex-cop.
does.
He
Yeah.
does.
But apparently he was just a businessman. So that made me think,
Mm.
okay, obviously he's probably a successful
I'm guessing he didn't sell beauty cream.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, I wouldn't do business with
he's
him.
probably a successful businessman. And then, she's like, I want divorce. She's like, fuck, I'm going to lose half. I'm going to kill this bitch. I don't
I'll
know.
never get anybody better.
And now
probably.
you lost everything.
I mean, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I
Sure.
get it. Like, she's gorgeous. She's like, oh, and I'm an orc without makeup or whatever.
I don't return to Mordor.
Anyway, all right. Next story is Jesus Christ.
He's back.
Yeah. Hello, my children.
My boyfriend's back.
People.com. Emoji designers feature pregnant man in the new exclusive editions to represent trans pregnancies.
Oh my God. Come on. What is this? Fucking twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
As you can see in this picture,
or
this
no,
is
Junior.
a
That's what
fucking
it
thing
is.
with tits, a mustache, and a goddamn bun in the oven.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Wow.
and then there, it goes on
Let's
to say
confuse our children even more. I mean,
yeah, and what's crazy is in another article I read, it was like, oh, this is all about supporting the youth, because suicide prevention and all. I'm like, dude, I just sometimes.
Look,
go ahead, Ben.
Children do not understand what sexuality is. Period. Okay, not until you are, going through puberty do you finally figure it out.
Right.
So to sit there and push this shit down somebody who's below the age of 13, to me, is fucking child abuse.
Yeah,
I agree.
And not only that, but you can get your pregnant transgender woman whatever thing in like all the cool colors. So you could be like a super darky, or you could be, Scottish, Irish.
I don't care about. But the fact of the matter is again, it's just it's one of those things. It's another one of those things that they are. I mean, they've got it in the forefront of everything nowadays. Everything.
Yeah.
So don't bother letting the child decide. Yeah, I know.
It's just it's beyond ridiculous to the point where I almost like don't want to even talk about it because it's
it's
I mean?
like you don't even want to give it attention.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
at the same
It's kind of what I'm
it's like
thinking.
they're shoving it down our fucking throats.
Yeah. I mean, because honestly, it really hasn't affected us yet.
Right.
No,
like
but
if it was in our schools and stuff like that, maybe I'd be like, all right, time to step in, you know.
Well, and it's only a matter of time with fucking the Democrats in office.
Yeah, well, but I think I'll wait till actually if it does happen. I mean, we'll see. I just, I don't know. I mean, that's how much it upsets me. I just don't want to talk about it. Like this is when
I hear you, bro.
I just want to punch my head through the wall.
I hear you. All right, so last one here. We're back to cops, and you're gonna love this, especially you, Ben. These two douchebags were fired for beating porcupines to death.
What?
Now, they weren't even called to a scene where there was just a rabid porcupine. Never. It wasn't like a porcupine was in traffic.
So now
it wasn't hurt.
They're just driving down the road, see some
putting it down.
porcupines. They're like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of that
They just
thing.
love beating the fuck out of porcupines.
So if you're a white guy and you beat up a black guy, vice versa, it's called hate crime. So what is that? Porcupine crime?
It's a porky.
It's a spike crime.
You just get bored. You know what?
It's a pine
I
crime.
don't like the way that
pine crime. There you go.
Fucking pine crime.
Like that's
No, but anybody
that's what I was looking for.
Look, anybody
joke.
who purposefully hurts animals, I mean, that is textbook psychopath.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Exactly what I was getting at. Like one, you're already a cop. You just love beating the shit out of porcupines. Where does it end? That's what I'm worried. Like, okay. Anyway, let me just read a little bit of this. This is two fired
crime. There you go.
Crime.
Pleaded guilty to beating porcupines to death. Michael A. Rollerson, 31, had all but 20 days of a 270-day jail sentence suspended. So he only has to serve 20 days. The other guy was sentenced to 90 days. All but 10 were suspended. So he's only spending 10 days in jail.
For real?
Yeah.
Are they allowed back on the force?
I don't know. But didn't Trump sign,
an Animal Cruelty Act?
Exactly. Executive order.
Maybe that, and that's not a joke, but that animal may not have been on the list of like animals. I don't know.
There's a list.
I would guess.
I was going to say, was there a list, or is it just encompassed all animals?
Maybe like asshole animals, like rats and shit. I don't know.
You know what's not on the list? Fucking kangaroos. Get his ass.
I don't like otters. They're too cute. I don't know.
But yeah, I just thought this was a little bit disturbing.
Absolutely.
I mean, look at them. They fucking look disturbing.
Now that just tells me that if they're gonna beat an animal, wouldn't that translate into their job?
Right. Like,
right.
They shouldn't have their jobs. They don't have
just
exactly.
Jay said federal felony on animal abuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how are they only getting 10 and 20 days?
I don't know. Really good lawyers, I guess.
Here's a quote from
apparently.
It says, "This was not dispatching a deer that was hit by a car," Griffith wrote to her supervisor in a letter obtained by the Portland Press Herald. "This was not dispatching a pest animal that may be a threat to humans or domesticated animals. These porcupines were in their natural habitat and causing no harm." Officer Rollerson not only chased the animal into the woods to kill it, but returned with a smile on his face and appeared as though he enjoyed it.
Yeah, psychopath.
Yeah,
exactly.
Textbook. Dude, that's what fucking Ted Bundy did as a child.
Yeah. They say kids that like torture animals, look out, because I mean, I took a magnifying glass to some ants, but
everybody does that.
They deserve it. Yeah, mine's on the
but not because, but look, in my defense, it wasn't like I'm killing the ant. I'm watching the science. If that makes sense.
I'm watching them burn.
Like that, the science behind it is why I was excited.
More sick, actually. No, think about it, you sick bastard. Get out of my house.
I didn't want to kill her. I just wanted to see what the spray pattern would be.
I want to see if they tasted good. Well done. I don't know.
Right.
And that's all I got.
All right, guys.
I was eating them afterwards. It's all good. No.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be our what the fuck.
What the fuck?
Gotta love it.
Before we move on to our current events, we're going to go to Leroy Washington with his weekly weather report.
What you got, Leroy?
Leroy, what you got for us?
My weather report for today is, oh shit, 5-0 might have just spotted me.
Leroy, are you hiding from the cops?
Yeah, you mail-eating bitch. I robbed someone last weekend, dumbass, among other things.
Can you give us any weather report for today, Leroy?
It's going to be a cloudy day and Leroy gets caught. Also, tell Ben he's a bitch too. Gotta go. Leroy's got warrants.
Good old great. Leroy.
Oh,
shit.
Keep your head down, brother. Keep your head down.
I just can't wait to get his report for next week.
Oh, shit.
All right, guys, let's move on to our current event. All right, Ben, we'll start off with you.
All right, you want to share my screen, please?
Sure.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
All right. First one we got, folks, is the Democrat, because it is the Democrat DOJ, declines nursing home investigations in 4 states: New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Michigan. First and foremost, again, all right, when Trump was in office, I believe it was August 2020 timeframe, Trump's DOJ requested that the governors hand over data on nursing home deaths due to COVID. So apparently now they don't want to anymore. And all of these governors are just going to go get away with it scot-free.
Just like everything.
Pretty much.
Exactly. Because I'm sure everybody remembers, all of these blue state governors basically enacting policies that allowed nursing homes to readmit residents who had tested positive for COVID, leading to a widespread infection. You have elderly people in a nursing home who have weakened immune systems, who are on a laundry list of medication, and then you put infected people into that mix. Someone needs to be held accountable for that. Plain and simple.
Yeah, this is why I said last week or a week before, I said I've pretty much lost all faith in anything happening to these people anymore. I'm just like, not really shocked anymore.
No,
unfortunately.
Everything though, like the laptop, it's gone. The election, I feel it's gone. Like I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here, man?
I mean, we still have people fighting for the election audits, but it seems like, I don't know. This just seems like another one of those things that are going by the wayside.
Yeah, and then even then, it's like we all know here, like what they're gonna find, but it's like who from that moment on, who needs to be told in order to do something about it?
Right.
Well, I know the Senator, what's her name, Wendy Rogers. They're actually voting on the a new bill or law, or whatever, to decertify the election. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't have any hopes. I really don't anymore. Sorry, they killed my hopes with this stuff. So,
unfortunately, it just seems like the Biden administration can just pick and choose what they're going to do.
Yeah.
You know, instead of
Wuhan, poof.
Huh?
Yeah.
I said you got Wuhan, the origin, poof. You got the laptop, poof.
Gone.
Yeah, like it comes out and for like a day and then it's forgotten. Like
Cuomo's
nothing
fucking
happens.
sexually assaulting a bunch of women, poof. It's gone.
Well, and that's the thing. How is the Department of Justice going to decline an investigation on this? I mean, the memorandum that Cuomo sent out was, I mean, it was all over the fucking internet. You know? So
they don't care.
Again, how are these people not being held accountable? It's just yeah.
You know,
it's just another one of those fucking things that just piss me off.
When we're off air, Ben, we'll talk about how we make them accountable.
There we go. Yeah.
That's right. We're not going to do anything illegal.
1776 again, brother. According to what and according to who? Because according to my Constitution, which we're going to discuss a little bit later, I have the right to stand up to a tyrannical government.
Yeah.
It's in there, folks. Read it. So.
Yeah, but it doesn't say here are your balls to do it. And that's the problem.
Right. That's people lack their
You know, you can do it and here are your balls, boy. But
well, I didn't save it, but there is I'm on Telegram and there's one of the chats I'm on. They have, I don't know, maybe 10 countries that are protesting and uprising.
oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard about this,
All
but it's
over.
like I'm trying to name them all. There's a lot. There's like Lithuania, Ukraine, Austria,
Australia.
Ireland, England, even Japan. And
guess what, folks?
Spain. Pretty much most of the half the world.
Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
It's not all about COVID either.
No.
Like the media
freedom.
wants you to believe.
Let's just move on.
Yeah, what have we got next?
I want to fucking scream or something.
I guess I want to punch a wall. Today's not starting off a good show with this stuff.
Yeah, sorry.
You know what? It's just because it's kind of like on a daily basis. We don't go to the fact that nothing's happening until like someone says it out loud, and then your brain catches up, and it's like, God damn, they're right. Nothing's being done.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm experiencing.
Pretty much.
All right.
Yeah,
My next one is Biden gets heckled at a Terry McAuliffe rally in Virginia. It's not a Trump rally. Let him holler. Again, man. I mean, this is just another one of those things that prove people do not agree with him. People do not like him. Okay. He goes on to say, where is it? Here it is. Terry and I share a lot in common. I ran against Trump and so did Terry, Biden said. And I whipped Donald Trump in Virginia and so will Terry. Even though,
okay, buddy.
You know, I mean, like the guy who's running against him is backed by Trump. But, you know, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's his Alzheimer's kicking in again. But
he still thinks he's running for senator, probably.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
From FoxNews.com, it says about a half hour before Biden took the stage, some 500 people were attending the event with the venue roughly half empty. However, later in the hour, a White House official said nearly 3,000 people were in attendance there. Now, I don't know about you, but again, I don't trust this White House, and I don't trust a damn thing they say.
3,000, so it cut that in half.
Right. Watch the video. Watch the video. There's no way there's 3,000 people there. And then on YouTube, there were fewer than 500 people watching.
Yeah, because I remember they were saying there was only a few hundred people at a Trump rally. But you actually look at the video, like all the streets are filled. And thousands of people.
I mean, you're talking tens of thousands.
Yeah,
at
probably
a
60,000 people.
I was just going to say quick. I've noticed. Okay, so when Trump was still in office, you would see something that the White House would post on Facebook, and it was like 7 out of 10 comments were like, yeah, hell yeah.
Right.
Everything, and one of these days I'll take screenshots and I'll prove it to you. Every single thing the White House posts now on Facebook, I want to say 99 out of 100 are people that are like, you are fucking out of your mind. Like,
right.
Like they put out these we've been in office 6 months and look at the amazing job that Biden's doing. And then go to the comments, people. It is hilarious.
Inflation is through the roof. Fucking unemployment is down. Everything is.
You'll have one psychotic libtard on there like, yeah, way to go, Biden. And then 99 people are like, fuck you, you old decrepit fucking out of your mind bastard. Oh, I love it, man.
Yep, pretty much. But it says it was unclear what the individual was yelling about, but reporters on the scene suggested he was saying stop line 3 in reference to the Enbridge pipeline project. So
hypocritical that he wouldn't approve the one here in North America, but he approves the one in Russia.
Exactly. Well, it's because he's not making money here.
Right.
He sends it overseas. He's making money.
Yeah.
And that'll be another good topic that actually my brother gave me is how governors and senators make, maybe $120,000, $140,000 a year, but they're all fucking millionaires.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean, that's pretty much every other person in
term limits.
Government.
Right, right.
Sorry,
fucking from the top down term limits.
I think my CPAP is giving me an infection.
Oh my god, dude!
All right, my last one is Australia shuts down a large portion of the country due to 5 deaths from the Delta variant. Ooh, watch out now, man. Now we got something else to fear, the fucking Delta variant, my ass. Look, the natural course of any disease, any virus, they mutate and move on and so forth. But again, okay, you're talking about something that has a 99.96 survival rate.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir, brother.
You have to bribe people to get fucking vaccines, and when that doesn't work, you have to go door to door to get fucking people to get vaccinated.
That's not working, so now they're threatening to do it mandatory. Either briefly, or they're thinking about it. I know they it's coming.
You know what?
It's coming.
I'm glad you brought that up, Ben, because I've said this before. It's about holding you ransom for something. Whatever it is. Well, I just heard on the radio the other day that the NFL basically said, hey, if you guys want to get the vaccine or not, whatever. Now they realize everybody basically said, fuck the vaccine. So now the NFL's like, now you're getting it.
Right.
Or we're docking your pay.
Right.
Wow.
So it's once again being hostile. Like you're a superstar. You got
that's what I mean. That's how they kind of force you to do it without actually forcing you to do it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Even Dak Prescott was asked about. He goes the HIPAA laws. He basically just said HIPAA laws and it's none of your damn business, basically.
Right.
But again, why? I still don't fully understand why there is such a campaign to get people vaccinated.
We know.
Well, Yeah, but you
That's
know,
another rabbit hole.
yeah, I mean, there's got to be some underlying reason for it besides public health. Okay.
Control.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
See
Look
who's
into
up
it,
for
folks.
obedient, who's not.
Look into it. Victoria extended, this is from dailycaller.com. Victoria extended a 5-day lockdown by a week, and South Australia placed its population of 1.8 million people under lockdown for 7 days after detecting 5 coronavirus cases. 5.
Well, no. Well, they said because like 3 people died, and then that's why they did it. Like,
Here's my thing.
Okay.
Going back,
it's ridiculous.
kind of going back, but still going forward. People, even if you get this vaccine that they're pushing so hard, you can still get coronavirus.
Yeah,
So what the fuck is the point?
exactly.
What is the point?
Or the tests are faulty. So which one is it?
Right.
You know,
Well, again, you know, you go back to the whole testing thing. There's a whole laundry list of viruses and bacteria that carry the same protein strain that coronavirus carries.
Yep.
So you're getting false positives all over the place.
I would just say this. I think because, like I said, when I go around, I'm loving the fact that I can go in anywhere. Nowhere's wearing a mask hardly. I think they missed their window of opportunity in a sense, because now that people are tasting freedom again, it's going to be really hard for them to be like, oh, wait, yeah, lock back. Like, people are
not
sick
here.
of that shit.
Yeah, that's why all these countries are uprising, because they're like, nah, not again. Sorry.
Exactly.
You had your 2 weeks.
Exactly.
But then again,
maybe they could have drawn it out for 2 years, but here in the United States, nobody's even people who were deathly afraid of it. I want to say are at the point where they just can't fucking deal with it anymore.
Well, because again, the science is not adding up. The science is not adding up to what the facts are.
Right.
You know, they keep saying one thing, and yet, you know, the science is disproving it.
Yeah.
So, you know, people are starting to get wise, man.
Fauci has the answers, folks.
Yeah. I wouldn't go at him for, I don't know.
Fauci,
What you got next?
just rash on my dick. That look
I wouldn't trust him with a cut. All right, what you got next, brother?
I had one other, but it's all good. We're running a little late. So
Okay. All right, well.
Aaron might retire in the coming days.
All right, that's going to be our coming next. I just got rid of Ben by accident. Sorry, Ben.
Oh, God.
it happens.
Yeah, we tossed him. All right, guys. Let's move on to our first topic. Steelers were all hundreds and they're coming at me.
Yeah.
I have by silver and gold.
Out of some stripper's butthole.
All right. On that note, who wants to go first?
Ben can probably go first.
I'll go first.
Yeah, because
So,
sorry.
huh?
Go, no, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Mute him, Ben.
All right. So, all right. First, you got to realize pre 1913, okay, the cabal had tried to set up some kind of a centralized banking system here in America several times. Finally, in 1913, a Senator, Nelson Aldrich, who's actually the maternal grandfather to the Rockefellers, pushed the Federal Reserve Act through Congress just before Christmas, when most of Congress was actually on vacation. Okay.
Yep.
Woodrow Wilson passed the Fed later. He actually replied, "I have unwittingly ruined my country." Okay. Now, Woodrow Wilson was the one who actually pushed it through. But Yeah,
Pretty much let him do it.
yeah, pretty much. What it was is after several attempts to try to push the Federal Reserve through, or the Federal Reserve Act through, a group of bankers funded and staffed Woodrow Wilson's campaign for president and got him through. And that's how they were able to get the Federal Reserve actually pushed through.
Yep.
There is a gentleman, Representative Louis T. McFadden, representative of Pennsylvania. He's one of the foremost financial authorities in America, and he has fought continuously for the fiscal integrity and a return to a constitutional government. Actually said, and I quote, "The Federal Reserve Board, a government board, has cheated the government of the United States and the people of the United States out of enough money to pay the national debt in full."
Yep. Yep. Oh, just a little fact. The Federal Reserve, don't let the name fool you. In case anyone didn't know out there, they are not part of the government. They are a private bank entity.
Yes, they are.
And they were born in 1913. That's how far back it goes.
Yep.
The Rothschilds.
That's when the Federal Reserve was enacted. Yes, the Federal Reserve Act of 1913.
Yep.
Basically, it was a promise of a central bank like the Federal Reserve is like economic stability. That's what they played it as. But the theory is that manipulating the value of the currency allows financial booms to go higher and crashes to be milder. This is what they basically explained it to be. Okay.
Basically, what Ben's saying is, if you don't get it, they pretty much control the money, the jobs, the economy, everything.
Yeah.
The government. Yep. And that is scary as shit.
Yes. Yeah. The Federal Reserve is ran by some of the wealthiest and most influential families in the world. We have the Rothschilds, the Warburgs, Lehman, Lazards, Kuhn, JP Morgan, Israel Moses, Goldman Sachs. No, Kuhn, Kuhn.
Oh.
Goldman Sachs, Chase Manhattan, Rockefellers, Rothschilds. I mean, they're behind everything.
Yeah.
And the same bankers that own the Fed or run the Fed also control the media, and give huge political contributions to sympathetic members of Congress. So basically, if you are one of the few who have tried to get rid of the Federal Reserve, Lincoln, Kennedy, guess what they do?
Yep.
Just saying. Not just that, but with the amount of power and money that they have, they can ruin you. You know, even if they don't fucking kill you, okay? They can make sure that the next time you try to run for senator, representative, whatever, governor, it doesn't matter, that you will lose because they'll back somebody. Exactly. But they will they'll back somebody who is sympathetic to what they want and get them in office.
Okay, before you go any further, I have, like I told you guys, I got this. It's 30 minutes long, but I'm obviously going to play the whole thing because it gets too in depth with other things. But I will play about 7-8 minutes of it. It kind of breaks it down, kind of what you just said, what I was saying. It kind of gives you a visual and a little bit better explanation that anyone else can give. So, let me share my screen and then I'll show you guys. Okay, you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Submitted for your approval. 1. First National Bank. What is a bank, you ask? A curious place where both space, time, and irony exist. And yet, you gonna be doing that the whole time? Pay attention, Kyle. Exhibit A, those who have come to deposit and safely store their earned monies. Exhibit B, those who need to borrow said money for purposes unknown. Hey, that's me! Ergo, Exhibit C, the bank only has so much money in the vault to lend out to people such as you. Hey, that's the guy! He took my house!
Really screwing my vibe here, pal. Space-time continuum. He can't hear you. Just let me narrate. Now, where was I?
So you see, by the time he got to you, Pyle, his bank was out of money.
But he gave me lots of money and charged me a lot of interest.
Yes, that's the only way banks make money, by making debt loan.
Okay, that's not the only way they make money. They make money through fees and things like that. And also, he forgets to fails to mention, I don't know if you knew, Ben, or anyone's listening, they can lend 10 times the amount of what they have on their books. So, for example, let's just say they have $1 million on their books. That's pretty low for a bank. But anyway, they can lend out $10 million on that $1 million. That's how they make their money.
Debt equals money, Pyle. Remember that. Debt equals money. The more loans they make, the more money they make.
But if they don't have any money, then where did my money come from?
You're going to want to take a step back, Pyle.
Pretty much.
Whoa! No way!
Yes way. And that's nothing.
Hey, buddy, need some money? They didn't do that.
Oh, they did exactly that, pal. Remember, banks make money by making loans, by selling debt, even to bad credit risks.
Yo, have some money, dude. Just sign here. Oh my gosh!
They called it free money.
Yeah, that's exactly what my loan guy told me. Free money.
But it ain't free. The worst part was offering money to people who don't even need it. People, pal, like you.
You're right. I didn't need him. I was happy here. I didn't need it. Why's he sad? He's making all that money.
Shh. He's thinking. Now wait for it. Now wait for it. Bingo. See, the bank is loaned to everyone in town, but to make more money, they have to loan even more.
More? How much money do they need?
More.
Whoa, what's that?
Behold, a black horse riding. Credit card.
It's like my house.
Wow, look. I mean, it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. What now?
Now, with power with all this money, we might as well party.
Oh, this is awesome! I needed to get my head clear. When I get back, I'm gonna straighten all this out. I just hope Dream is doing okay.
I'm going to get you, my pretty.
Yep, he is. I'm sure he is.
There, you put it on his tab. Little something for yourself.
Wait. Wait a second, Harmon. I just thought of something. If I got this money from the bank, and the bank got it from the Federal Reserve dump trucks,
Go on.
then where does the Federal Reserve get their money?
Real nice time, ladies. Real nice. Now, excuse me while I borrow these.
Hartman, why am I wearing a burglar bikini top?
Because no one is allowed inside the Fed. Not you, not me, no American citizen, no duly elected member of our Congress, not the Supreme Court.
Not the Supreme Court?
Not the Supreme Court, not the Justice Department, not the CIA, DIA, FBI, ATF, ATE, NBC, not even G-O-D.
How come the government isn't allowed inside its own building?
Government? Ah, the Fed is a private bank owned by private stockholders. Do not let the name Federal fool you. This place is about as Federal as Federal Express.
A private bank? But Private?
Shh. Best to keep your voice down, pal.
This is Ethan, Federal Reserve.
Hey, Heath, Bill here, First National.
Hi there, Bill. How are you?
Good, good. We're running a little low on money.
No problem. How much you need?
Oh, how does 20 million sound? What?
Excellent. We'll ship it over first thing tomorrow.
Wait, he can just call up the Fed and ask for more money and they give him whatever they want?
No, pal. The Fed don't give the banks money. The Fed loans the banks money. The banks have to pay it back with interest. Now, come on, time to go.
Wait. I still don't understand. Where does the Fed get their money? I mean, if they're a private bank. You said they're a private bank, right? Okay, so who puts money into the Fed bank?
This is Mel, United States Mint.
Hi, ML. First National needs another 20 millis.
We're already running the presses full steam here, Ethan.
Gotta keep making loans. Gotta keep the money flowing.
All right, you're the Fed. Whatever you guys say. 20 million more by morning.
But I don't get it. What's so wrong about the Fed printing money?
Because it's unconstitutional, pal. Our treasury is supposed to create our money, but now the Fed controls the printing of America's money. Nobody gets a friggin' dollar that the Fed didn't print. So
The more they print, the higher inflation
the
goes.
The government, then they charge the government interest, then the government taxes you to pay for it. Wake up, pal.
God, I don't see what the big deal is.
You know, you're right.
Wait a minute. Wait, I am?
Yeah. I forget how effective they are at keeping you ignorant.
Well, that's okay. Hey, I'm not ignorant.
Do you even know what money is, pal?
All right, and the rest is pretty interesting, but I'll post on our Facebook fan page. You guys can see the rest if you want. So
Another thing that a lot of people don't know is that the people who actually enacted the Federal Reserve started the IRS within months of the Federal Reserve inception.
yeah, and the rest of this video, it kind of explains all that too, and like, you know, how they tried to, you know, become earlier than the 1913 back in 1800s.
Right.
They tried, you know, but they failed. So.
And one other thing is, and this kind of dips into the conspiracy theory realm, but there was opposition to the start of the Federal Reserve from Benjamin Guggenheim, who was an influential mining family, Isidore Straus, who was the head of Macy's department store and a politician, and John Jacob Astor, who was a businessman, inventor, and one of the wealthiest men of his time. These men could not be bought. All right. They were bigwigs back then. They all opposed the creation of the Federal Reserve, but on April 15th, 1912, they all went down with the Titanic.
Yes, they did.
Yes, sir.
So,
coincidence?
I mean, I don't know, man. You know, they say that they hit an iceberg, but an explosion could have done the same amount of damage. So, you know, I mean, again, yes, it is in the realm of conspiracy theory, but the fact of the matter is that the Federal Reserve was created illegally and unconstitutionally. Same with the IRS.
Yep.
And that's something that a lot of people don't know, don't realize. Some people don't even give a shit, but you should.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to cover this because, you know, we think it's important for everyone to know where our money comes from.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I didn't know this till this last couple of years until I did research about it. So, and it kind of like blew my mind. I'm like, my whole world is just like not what I was taught.
Right.
You know. So, I hopefully you guys learned something today. Huh? I mean, I did when I learned about this stuff. I mean,
well, because again,
shocking and ridiculous how easy it is. Easy for them just to keep leaving us in debt, and it's printing more money and more money and more money.
And the thing is another thing people don't understand is the more money they print, the less value our dollar has.
Right. It's the
so
deflation or devalue of the dollar,
right.
whatever you want to call it. Same difference.
So, you know, I mean, like, you know, what is it? I believe in Germany, people were paying like wheelbarrows full of money just for a loaf of bread because their dollar was worthless.
Yeah, I mean, it's our dollar's definitely crashing. That's for sure. And slowly but surely, it's crashing. So,
unfortunately.
All right, guys, we're running a little late, so we're going to start off. I had a lot more, but like I said, I'll post all the rest of the video and everything on our website, and you guys can check it out if you like.
This could be another one. This could be another one we revisit as well.
Yeah,
there's so much.
There's so much to cover.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's move on to our next one.
I think that was like more like upbeat music, not like.
I couldn't find it. Anything I could find that was like depressing was like too depressing. It's not biggest depression, it's biggest regrets. You know,
like you heard someone gargling on a pistol and then pulling the trigger.
I mean, biggest. Jesus Christ. That was actually kind of funny.
That's horrible.
All right. Let me go first on this one. I'm going to do the biggest regrets that the internet said that people said that they were their biggest regrets. And I didn't think of it until I actually saw the list, which makes sense. If you guys want to comment, just comment.
Yeah.
Okay. First one is going to be, this is the top 25. This is from Forbes. The 25 biggest regrets in life. What are yours? Okay. So working so much at the expense of family and friends.
Oh, yeah. Is that number one?
That's number one.
Yeah, I was going to say that's got to be number one.
Yeah. Number two, standing up to bullies in school and in life.
They didn't stand up to them?
Yeah.
Or they did and
they didn't stand up to bullies. They standing up to bullies. Yeah. I mean, when I was in high school and in elementary, I got picked on because I was quiet and kept to myself, believe it or not. So it wasn't physical abuse. It was more like, verbal abuse and
right.
What's up, Big Bird?
Yeah.
After a certain point, I stopped accepting it and I started hitting back.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Number three, stayed in touch with some good friends from my childhood and youth. Nah, fuck this, guys.
What's doing these days?
Still working at a liquor store, bitch?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, after like being in the military for like 6 years or something, I remember going back home and somebody I graduated high school with was like a cash register, like a cashier at the fucking like local 7-Eleven, and I was like,
nothing changed.
Yeah.
What? Have you not left this fucking place? Like,
still living home?
Why are you here?
Right.
That happened to me too. That's kind of why I said the liquor store, because it was maybe 5 or 6 years after high school, and this is one of the guys who was like a bully, not just to me, he's just a bully.
Yeah.
And I walked in, the guy he looked like he was like his clothes all raggedy.
Yeah.
He was working in a liquor store. And I'm like, how you doing, man? This is like when I was living by myself. He's like, I'm good, still living at home. I work here. He's like, I like it. I'm like,
yeah.
Good luck with
that.
No,
you don't.
I walked out. I'm like, justice.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to get myself an ice cream.
That's right. I sort of like, here, you keep the change, please.
Yeah.
Right.
You need it more than me, buddy. Yeah. Turn off my phone more. Left my phone at home. What am I, an animal? No, I don't agree with that one. Breaking up with a true love, getting dumped by one. I could think of maybe one I can say. What about you guys?
Wait, breaking up with one? Like,
breaking up with someone that you love or getting dumped by someone you love. That's basically what it's saying.
Yeah, there was one girlfriend I had who didn't deserve it, but I have fucking trust issues, so
yeah, Bob didn't deserve that.
Yeah, that's my bad. Sorry, Bob.
No.
I caught it.
Gay joke. I was so in deep thought about like my brain was just like I threw all these chicks out.
So you don't regret anything that's happened with that?
So like more specifically, like dumping them or
both. It's both. It's slash both. It's you dumping them like, why did I get rid of her? She was awesome. Versus or someone dumped you because you fucked up or something.
How can you regret being dumped?
Well, because usually,
maybe like you forgot her birthday
or you cheated on her.
Yeah, or something like that.
Hey, dude, I am faithful, son.
Yeah, I would say I don't regret. I don't think I've ever. I don't know. I don't remember like dumping somebody, but I regret what I did that led up to that. Like I was a totally different person like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Like I was crazy. Okay. I had fucking probably some issues, but yeah, and it got the best of me. It got the best of me. And the worst part is like, especially when you're like overseas, you have literally nothing else better to do than think about shit like that.
Oh my God.
Right.
Especially when you're on post for 12 hours.
Right. So like, you're there like worried about somebody and, we had cell phones, it's like a 3-4 second delay, but yeah, you could still call home and you call someone and like, they don't answer or something.
Yeah.
There guys. I'm sure girls think the same, like, why do they fucking answer? Like,
he's fucking some bitch, isn't he?
Yeah. And, not knowing that legitimately someone could have been like, I got to take a shit and left their phone or.
Right.
No, but you're, the first thing you do is you think the worst, like that's, yeah.
I think that's a whole different topic. So let's because we still got you guys to cover. Anyway, I'm going to skip a few just to conserve time and just some I didn't really agree with. It's kind of stupid. Not having enough confidence in yourself. You guys can probably, actually me and myself can attest to this.
At some point in my life, yeah.
But when you're maybe younger or something like that.
Yeah, and I'll get to an example of that when it's my time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Shut up.
Living the life that my parents wanted me to live instead of the one I wanted to. No, I'm like,
nah.
Applying for that dream job I always wanted.
Nah.
I mean, who doesn't? What's the hurt to apply? That's kind of stupid.
Yeah. You can say not getting the job because of
been happier more, not taking life too seriously. The second half of that, I can. Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm goofy now, because when I was younger, I took life way too serious. I'm like, why? What's the point?
Right.
I took life too serious.
You've always been a douchebag.
I was gonna say, Diggs, I don't think you've ever taken anything seriously.
I don't think,
now, this one should be number one, at least in my book. Going on more trips and with family and friends. I agree with that one.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Taught my kids to do stuff more.
Like I gotta be with the right people to go on a trip and then actually enjoy it. Because sometimes you always bring that one friend that's kind of like, this dude might fucking ruin it for me. But you know what? I'm gonna go on a limb and I'm gonna bring him anyway.
So we're not gonna bring Ben.
And then
I'm the life of the party.
I'm just kidding, Ben. We have to have you,
like
Ask Diggs what happened at his birthday party.
Oh, dude, that was epic night, bro. That was epic. That's a whole nother topic.
This one's kind of. When I first read it, it's kind of funny to me. Trusting the voice in the back of your head, burn it all down. What? Burn it? What? You whitey. I'm asking a girl, boy out. Ben can test to that. Both, I guess.
I had to let him go.
Okay, there's a bunch more in here, but I'm gonna conserve time and just go to my list. This one, not going to Prague when I had the chance. There's a girl I met when I was overseas. I kind of fucked it up and I didn't go. I should have went anyway. Prague, yeah.
Like
Czechoslovakia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not traveling more around the U.S. I mean, I've been to more places overseas than I have in my own damn country.
No shit.
Yeah. Joining the military at a younger age. I kind of wish I was, 20.
Gotcha.
19, joined when I was 27, 28. So it's like,
shit, yeah.
Harder. That time I saw Snickers on the ground and didn't eat it.
Free candies.
I was just telling somebody this the other day. I said, dude, there are commercials where, like, because they used a specific mannerism, that's what made it funny. Had they not done that or said that, it would not have been funny. That was like, meh, until I saw your face when you're like, I was like, there it is. That was funny shit.
I practiced that a little bit.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Didn't eat it. And I was like, okay, and then your face was like,
he's in the mirror again.
Gotta sell it.
Oh man.
Glad you guys enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
Quitting certain jobs when I was younger. There's certain jobs I had really good jobs because I didn't like a boss or someone I work with. I left. One time I was younger, I skateboarded on my stomach and I freaking road rash all over my face. That hurt.
Oh,
yeah, they called me Scarface for a while. Using less credit cards when I was in my 20s. That's the final one. I was in debt for a long time.
Yeah,
like 12 years. It wasn't 7.
And that's, I can't say it's like a failure of your parents, but I think it's a failure of the system.
No, I mean,
because they should be like, this is what the fuck.
It's right. Well, to my opinion, it's a little bit of both. I mean, no offense to my dad and my mom, but I mean, my mom didn't. She was a housewife. My dad was, busy working, so he couldn't really teach me too much. So you're right. It's more the system.
Yeah.
But your parents should make you aware of the system. I mean, if they don't know, that's a different story.
At least get you on the right path to figuring it out.
Exactly.
My dad raised me. My dad raised me to believe that credit cards are fucking dangerous, man. Plain and simple, and it stuck with me. Stuck with me. The only reason why I have one now is to try and build my credit up.
Right.
Yep. All right, but let's go with you next.
All right.
Save the best for last, I guess.
Let's see. I honestly only have a few because I don't know. I always try to do what I feel is right for the most part. Probably working harder to keep a relationship. Again, that falls back on a lot of trust issues.
Yeah.
Taking better care of myself. I've got a lot of fucking issues right now, primarily because I went balls to the wall when I was in the military. So,
right.
And honestly, I wish I had taken school more seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Like high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I mean, because I'm 42 now. I'm just finishing my bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
Right.
So, could have finished when I was, 20, 21. 27 years later.
Yeah, no, I try to live my life without having regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
or not
all I got.
on them, at least.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to look back when you're in your 70s going, damn.
Yeah.
Should have did that.
I should have stuck my finger right in that pig's asshole.
I don't know what that means.
But hey, you might regret it.
A lot of my regrets are just like something I can fix now, like the traveling. I can do that later, but like other stuff, the credit card stuff. I mean, I'm kind of at the same time, I'm kind of glad it happened because it made me a little more responsible now.
Right. But that's all I got.
A little more.
Where do you got, Diggs?
Okay, so
your list is on your phone?
Yeah, I just made it. I had a couple, and then like you guys, as you guys were going, I was just like, oh, we're talking about like multiple shit. So my brain was just firing up. Okay, so I'm gonna save the most sentimental one for last. Kind of sentimental, but number one, I would say selling my CRX. I had a Honda CRX.
Oh yeah,
that was my baby, man.
I cried.
Yeah, I mean, and it was total bullshit because. When I was going through my VA loan and stuff, I don't know I've never fucking bought a house before, but people are throwing all this terminology at you and numbers at you. And I'm like, oh my God,
sounds good to me, I guess. Yeah. Because you're trusting them to, what they're talking about.
So one of the things they brought up was like closing costs and shit. And they're like, you're probably going to end up having to pay, whatever, $6 grand, $7 grand. I was like, God damn, like
that's how much
VA loan.
I don't know, like it was like probably 14 or something, or I don't know, 10. I don't remember. It's been so long, but now me never buying a house, I didn't know that because they don't say like these are closing costs, but we can just escrow it in, roll it in your escrow.
Right.
So no big deal.
Right.
We'll just add it to your loan. I'm thinking like, shit, I need $6 grand.
Like
So
out
I
of
sold my
pocket.
car.
Yeah.
I sold my car and like, that was my baby, man.
They didn't tell you that?
No.
Because they told me that. That was like, because I asked that question. I'm like, do I need to come up with it? They're like, no, we'll just put it in your loan. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
I totally just sold my car.
Damn.
Rat bastards.
Go, hey, can I get my car
Yeah,
back?
it was like a
Right.
Oh, God, so
It was a
fast.
cool little car. Man.
Yeah. Second thing was
I had to sit in the back seat.
this was like fairly basically
High tower.
head coming out the sunroof like Amelia Earhart fucking goggles on your face. Second thing was like, you know, at some point I was on my way to becoming a surgical technician, and then I went like the nursing route, and now I just regret not finishing one of the two. Because I know nurses that are making over 100 an hour now. Not that I'm primarily worried about the money, but like what I am jealous of is the fact that you're making over 100 for the amount of work that they do.
Right.
Like you're not, you know, I'm an electrician earning my shit.
Peeing this.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I'm like, damn, I could be making, you know, minimum 70 an hour.
Right.
Chilling with smoking hot chicks around me. Whatever. So that's one of the things I regret. Plus, going back to what you said, Ben, like I wish I did better in high school. Like for me, it was crazy because like I was just having way too much fun in high school. And I just, barely graduated. But ever since I started the path of going into the medical field, honor roll. Like my GPA would never drop below 3.8. Like I was taking school so fucking serious. And the classes I was taking one time were super insane. Like even my counselor was like, bro, are you sure you want to take these two together? I'm like, let's fucking go. You know, so to have all that like motivation and to take such hard courses at one time and not have anything to show for it as of yet really kind of bugs me. Not joining the Air Force. So
instead of the Army.
Yeah. So
They did have a lot better, man.
I don't know if I ever
But then you wouldn't know me, dude. Come on.
I know. I wouldn't know fucking either one of
That's
you,
true.
probably. I'd probably still be in.
Right.
Honestly.
You'd be sitting there with me, a freaking admiral or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So for those of you like who don't know the story, like I took the ASVAB and everything with the Air Force. Like I was going in the Air Force. Funny story. I'm not going to drag it out. My car went to shit, and I was like, all right, I got to get the fuck out of Virginia because that's where my buddy was working at 7-Eleven fucking 8 years.
Right.
It's like the fucking asshole of the world, and there's no escape unless something I don't know. So shit hit the fan, and I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. I went back to the recruiter, and it just so happened that the Air Force recruiter wasn't in his office. All the other major branches were in one building. You just walk down the hallway.
Right.
And on his door, it said, if I'm not here, fill out one of these little forms on the door and put it in my mailbox.
Like, I'm not doing that shit.
I'm like, all right, well, there's no fucking forms. So I went to the Army room to see if they had the forms.
Can I get Air Force with the Air Force?
Yeah, I'm
please?
like, yo, you guys got forms I can leave for the Air Force, dude? And they're like, oh, why you gotta talk to the Air Force? What's up? Like, I was like, no. Long story short, obviously, I joined the Army. What they were offering was awesome, and I knew with the Air Force at that time, it was like a waiting list. Could have been like up to 3 months, and the Army was like, bro, we'll get you gone in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I had to wait
a day.
4 or 5 months before I went into boot camp.
Yeah.
Not me, man. I was gone in like, I mean, I did the fucking early program when I was like 17, but
You know, at the time when I went, the war was still kind of going on, and they're like, "Yeah, we need security forces. So
Yeah.
you need to bring your ass in." They were giving $5,000 bonuses just to sign on for an extra year. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
I did an extra year just for $5,000.
I think I got like,
Dude, I got like a $3,000 bonus.
I think I got like 19
Yeah,
or something.
they stopped that in 2008 when all that crisis shit happened.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, if I'd actually went in the Air Force, I think I would now that I've been Army and I've seen Air Force, like how they live, where they
right.
I'm like,
Oh yeah, man.
the
Their
women
faces
are
were nice.
smoking hot.
Yeah, that too.
Everywhere you go, you know you're on an Air Force base because
Yep.
the grass is cut.
Dude, it's fucking gorgeous.
Fucking unicorns and shit flying around. It's crazy. Like,
Not just that, but
when I went to that dining
overseas.
facility in Kyrgyzstan and Manis on our way over there. You remember stopping there, Ben?
Oh yeah.
And when you're walking out the door, they had all these free candy, Reese's, Snickers, Twix.
Yep.
I said, what do you got to pay for this?
And not no pieces either. We're talking full size
whole
fucking bars, man.
Shit.
Yeah.
And I said, what we got to pay for this? Like somebody could just take this and walk out the door like, yeah, it's free. I was like, what?
Fuck yes.
I'm like,
Nice.
M&M, peanut, fucking this, Snickers, Twix.
Walking out,
Kit
he's
Kat.
got like a armful. When I see the guys there.
That's crazy.
Not just that, but overseas, they actually stay in hard shelters.
Yes.
Okay. We were in fucking tents, dude.
Yeah, and you're lucky
Oh,
if
I
it
know, I
was
know.
below 80 in that bitch.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we got next?
So getting married, I won't even get into this. I was married for 4 months, people.
Just wait 4 months too long, I guess.
Yeah, I know. You know what? You want to talk about the biggest bullshit bunch of false advertising ever. I should have made a claim for that. Like everything in my body was like, I'm marrying this girl. And that was disastrous. Not on my end. She cheated after like 4 months. Long story. I regret having kids at such a young age because like when my son came, I was still in the Army. So like we fucking party. Like,
Right.
we not party, but like we're just reckless.
Yeah.
You know, like we got a PT test in the morning. I'm like, give me another shot of Patron.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. So when my son came, you know, like forced me to, you know, like settle down, and I was like, nah.
Man.
But you know, in retrospect, I had now have a son. I had a daughter, and now another son, and now like all my kids are like geniuses and great at school and everything. So like they're truly a blessing. So
True.
I don't regret them. I just regret the time.
Right.
Man,
Right.
Okay, last story. This is my Mona Lisa. Okay. Circa 1999. Freshman in high school. Just finished football practice. I was exhausted. And I remember sitting out where the buses would pick us, like take us home and shit, or drop us off in the morning with all my other little not army football buddies. And this chick, Jill, I don't know her last name. I knew she was a cheerleader because I was like, check out cheerleaders because, you know, like cheerleaders, you know. So this chick, I'm just sitting there doing nothing. We didn't have cell phones back then. So you're just kind of like, doo, you know. And she walks up to me. I see these like cheerleading shoes come in my vision. And I look up and it's this cheerleader, Jill. And
With a penis.
Yeah. And she's like, I look up at her and she's like, hey, are you going to homecoming? And I was like, oh, what? Like, I didn't know what to say. I was like, what?
Cheeseburger.
Like, what? Like, why? Why? Like, what? Yeah.
Cheeseburger.
So that's all like I think I mustered was like, why? And she was like, I was just wondering like if you wanted to go with me or whatever. And I fucking panicked. I panicked. I never had a girl like approach me. I never had a girl approach me like so confidently like that. And then like all my buddies were there, and I'm like, shit. I fucking panicked. I was just like, I'm not going. And I looked at that, and like, I remember her face was like so like
crushed her.
I know. I was like, yeah, I'm not going. And she was just like, oh, yeah. Yeah. She was just like, you know how girls do like that. You know, their hands are together and they're all like, what? Yeah. And then when I was like, yeah, I'm not going, she was just like, oh. She did that little thing where she had her hands down, like, And I was like, yeah, sorry. I regret that, man. I don't know her last name. I'll try and look her up or something.
Jill, if you're out there,
Jill,
second chance.
Goodbye.
20 years later.
I will go out. I will go dancing. Me and you, Jill.
Bring the outfit. You know what I'm talking about.
Bring that cheerleading outfit. Yeah, man. I was just, it was.
Oh,
and since then, the crazy thing is, like, so that chick approached me, and since then, 2 girls have proposed to me.
There you go.
So I'm thinking I'm going against the grain, baby. I just need like the right one.
Yeah, that's usually hard to do.
Yeah.
Hard to do.
I'm an anomaly, apparently.
Yeah, apparently so. All right, guys, let's we'll close it out, and we're gonna do our final thoughts. It would be a lot funnier if it was like one of us doing it.
Right?
Like Ben. Shirtless. All right, now we have to do that.
Oh, I got to do it.
I'll take the picture. All right, Ben. You as usual.
All right, folks. We talked about a lot of stuff today. A lot of dense material for sure. The fact of the matter is we are being told one story, or not even a full story. We're being told part of a story that the powers that be, the cabal, the deep state, they have spread these lies for fucking decades. Okay. Actually, what? Hundreds of years now. Okay. And do the research, man. All right. I know I'm beating a dead horse, and I say it every time. Do the research and find out for yourself. Don't take our word
on
for
a t-shirt.
it. Yeah.
Do your research.
Don't take our word for it. All right. We're just trying to open your eyes a little bit.
Yeah, we're just
Go
three
out.
rejects. Yeah.
There you go. We are very simply trying to open your eyes and make you guys go do the research yourself and figure it out.
Make you laugh and entertain you. That's why we're
That
here.
too.
I love you, Jill. He's gonna go home and like cry. Like, what the hell was I doing?
That would be a good shirt. I love you, Jill.
Ice cream.
Lee, we got to do that for Diggs. Put that on a shirt. I love you, Jill.
I love you, Jill.
Masturbate with the ice cream drippings.
I love you, Jill. Here's my number. Call me, please.
Yeah.
Ice cream and tears.
Yeah. If anybody like from high school is watching this, like,
knows a Jill.
Her name was Jill. She had short curly hair, short curly brown hair, and she asked me to homecoming. She was a cheerleader freshman year.
Is that your final thought?
No,
well,
go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
My second one is if you want to do something for the veteran community, go check out Molly Whoppers and the Misfits Veterans Outreach. 22 veterans a day, folks. 22 veterans a day take their lives, and it's tragic. We shouldn't even have one.
I agree.
There's always something to live for. Even if you feel like you are at the bottom, there's always something. And Molly Whoppers and the Misfits Veterans Outreach, they're trying to get enough donations to where they can buy a school bus and outfit it to be able to take veterans out on weekend trips, camping, fishing, concerts, or just being able to hang out, something. But they have a GoFundMe account. They have a Facebook account. You can check them out. Molly Whoppers and the Misfits Veterans Outreach. Check them out.
All right, Diggy, your final thoughts.
As always, not veteran. I don't know why I keep saying that. The suicide prevention number is 800-273-8255. Call it. Kind of piggybacking on Ben with the Molly Whopper thing. I think that's a beautiful organization as far as like what they think. And it really pisses me off that something like that comes along and like it's dragging ass for donations, but like some dumb bitch puts Gorilla Glue in her hair and she can make like $1 million on like GoFundMe. I'm like,
yeah, that's kind of annoying.
It's God, like it just I don't know.
No, you're right though.
Priorities.
Yeah.
So yeah, and as always, like do your research. We can't beat that horse to death. It's true. Like, we're telling you this for a reason. Like everybody that came at me or whatever, during the election was like Trump's racist or whatever. I did research and I smashed them. I destroyed them. I love it. Because when you're armed with something, when you're armed with knowledge, you make people look fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And that's my new favorite thing is making people look absolutely fucking retarded. Especially like on Facebook on a post and everybody's like, riding with them like, oh yeah, fuck Trump. And then I come along and then I'm like, oh, what up? Oh, but you bitches, I'm about to educate you, motherfucker. So anyway, do your research because knowledge is power. That's all I got.
All right.
Love you, Jill.
Okay, guys, as usual, please, guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button if you have subscribed. Join our Facebook fan page. It all gives us all updates on our t-shirt design and all that good stuff. It's going to be hard. It's been hard to get like 10 people on our stream. So what we can do is if you guys want to, we'd love to do like a movie quiz with you guys. Face off against Diggy, Ben, or myself, whoever you guys want. I'm the champion so far. You got to beat me last, so it's got to be these two guys.
Yeah.
If you beat one of these guys, we'll give you a T-shirt. Just let us know if you're interested. Either contact one of us through our Facebook fan, our pages, or just let us know somehow on here or whatever. Say, hey, I'm interested, and we'll be in contact with you. And you can maybe do like I can invite you to our call. Or you can just answer it through the chat, whatever you prefer.
Or my penis.
We already had a penis joke, so we covered that already. And there's a cheerleader penis, so
no, but my penis. I have to mention my penis.
Yeah. Okay,
I mean, just saying.
Yes.
All right, guys. Say goodbye to people. We'll see you next week. Have a good one.
Love you, America.
Love you, Salas.
Airborne. Call dates.